Hey everyone, welcome back to the non-confrontational podcast. It's episode 25, a quarter of the way to 100.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And Pepsi just
1/100th of a way to 1,000.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right? No.
No.
It's okay. We can pretend like it is. What were you saying?
I'm just gonna put the apple, like just with the worst audio. I'll just put
That's
the
fine.
apple in there. Yeah.
Is it a good apple?
It's okay.
I'm more like Granny Smith apples.
You're
What's that
fucking
again? What's
weird.
that? What
No,
apple's
red
that?
and delicious are good. It's supposed to be red and delicious, but it's the consistency of a fucking Granny Smith, and it's really making me mad.
There's this guy at
Granny
work.
Smiths are hard.
No.
Yes, they are.
They are.
The green apples, Granny Smiths.
Oh,
I
I'm thinking
only
of
like.
Macintosh.
I only like.
Macintosh are big and red.
I was gonna say I
yeah.
only like hard apples. I don't really like mushy apples.
No, this one's mushy. It's Macintoshes are mushy.
Yeah,
They
are.
are.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
they
Like
can.
They're like
red ones.
grainy. They're like
Yeah.
There was this
Hate
guy
them.
at my work, and he was eating this. He pulls out this massive fruit. I don't know what it was. My phone's going off, disturbing my story. Massive fruit. I'm like, what is that, dude? He's like, it's a pear, and I'm like, it's not a pear. He's like, no. He's like, I seen it at Zares. He's like, I had to buy it. Dude, he took a bite. It looked like an ocean fell out of his mouth. How much?
Holy shit.
It was so juicy, he said.
You know what I learned? I didn't know that there was multiple types of the same fruit, but like in a vast array. So like we only eat the only two types of kiwis is the green and the yellows.
Okay.
There's like 17 types of kiwis.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
they're not. There's like a ton.
That's interesting.
You ever see an avocado from like where they actually are grown, like the Caribbean and stuff like that? They're fucking massive,
Are there?
like this big.
So why is Mexico ripping us off with those little avocados?
Yeah, I don't
Why
know.
don't we buy-
NAFTA. No, I'm just
something to do with like preservatives. I'm not kidding, because like there was like a story of a guy who went to go. He was at a place and they're like stuffed avocados. They were selling them, right? And so
Yeah.
when he walks up to the counter, the person's like, "How many do you want?" He's like, "Give me 6." And the guy's like, "I'm gonna give you 1 because I can tell you're not from here, and I don't think you know what like a stuffed avocado is like at this place." And the guy's like, "No, I can easily eat fucking 1 avocado." And then the guy got it and it was like this big.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I wonder
that.
why. Maybe it's a different type of avocado. Like I
think it's something to do with preservatives probably.
That they make it smaller?
Well, maybe like once you genetically modify it so much, like corn.
True.
corn is one of the most heavily genetically
It's not even good for
modified.
you, actually.
It's not. You can't even
It
digest.
just goes
No.
through you.
Yeah, it's not good for you in
It
any
just
way.
literally
It
goes
just-
through
yeah.
you. I don't eat corn too often, but one day I ate corn and like literally like it all came out. I saw
Yeah.
the whole fucking cob in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. It's like it's
You're
bad
actually
for you.
not
You can
supposed to eat
Yeah,
it.
you're not supposed to
No,
eat it.
I don't.
It tastes
And
good,
milk
though.
too. Apparently,
Yeah,
milk's really bad
too.
for
Yeah,
you
milk's
too.
not good for you.
I drink almond milk now.
Yeah,
I'm a big almond milk fan.
I've only drinking almond milk now for like 2 or 3 years, and I
too.
had cow milk like a week ago, and I understand why people don't like it. It's so barny.
I don't like.
Barney, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I
like.
like chocolate milk.
I don't
Oh,
like
it's so
just
good.
drinking almond milk though. But like if I make like a smoothie,
Oh, I
or
don't
anything
drink-
like that, or like a protein thing,
Yeah.
protein shake. I use
I
almond
made
milk.
I make oatmeal every morning at work, and I bring my own almond milk because like they don't provide my milk for me.
Oat milk is really good. It
Is it?
actually it tastes like oatmeal.
I don't
Yeah?
mind oat milk. I
Yeah.
like almond milk better because I drink it and I dunk cake in it. You know what I mean?
Do
So
you get
like
do you get sweetened? Like do you get vanilla?
vanilla.
I get vanilla. Do you get
Yeah,
vanilla?
it's so much better.
Vanilla's so much better. Regardless, there was just regular milk at work. My almond milk had ran out, and I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, I guess I gotta make my oatmeal with regular milk. And I actually thought the milk was expired because I hadn't had regular milk. Like, it
Right?
changed the flavor entirely.
They change oatmeal and regular
Yeah.
milk. I don't like it.
It was
anymore.
horrible.
But
I
yeah.
think I threw out half the bowl.
I get the unsweetened one, but that's only when I make
Like a-
shakes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I cut the calories down in half. You know, go from 60 to 30
Oh
instead.
yeah, that's
Wow.
a game changer. At the end of the day, that's the game changer.
Well, you know what? Sometimes at the end of the day, it's like you got like 100 left, and it's like I want a fucking cookie or something like
Yeah.
that. Well, if I had normal milk, I wouldn't be able to eat that cookie.
You could have eaten the cookie no matter what.
Yeah, I know.
I can honestly say I've never actually legitimately counted calories
neither.
for
I just
more
go-
than like
I just
40
go,
minutes.
McDonald's. He's like, shouldn't have had that today. I'll
Bad.
probably have something less
Nice
later.
day, yeah.
I count them loosely. I don't count them that hard.
Yeah, I count them. Actually, I think I obviously count them wrong because I'm like, if I eat McDonald's today, and then I only get nuggets later from Wendy's, I'm like, that's probably
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah.
But you know like how crazy it is how fast calories can count up? Like
Yeah.
mayo, like I know you don't like mayo, but mayo is my
Sauces are
favorite.
the worst.
But like a tablespoon of mayo, like normal standard mayo, 100 calories.
Yeah.
Do you know how much fucking mayo I used to put on shit? I'm pretty sure throughout the pandemic, like 2020, I gained weight due to mayo.
Yeah,
Because like, okay, I
it's
would make
deserved because mayo's like
I would-
Satan's dish.
It's Satan's cream.
Yeah.
But I would because I would make what's it called every week. Like I was always making freaking. It was the first year we got those like really good sausages. I got like the sausages you get from the vendor, right?
Yeah.
It's the first time I got those.
You put mayo on it?
I put mayo on my
wanted to
sausage.
ruin
I
the
know
good
no
sausage
one.
Mayo on a hot dog or a sausage is
I do it. I fucking like
Relish
mayo.
and mustard.
I like mayo. I put
those are
mayo
my
on everything.
sauces.
Put barbecue sauce
Ketchup's
on it.
horrible for you.
Mayo on
Yeah.
chicken burger, mayo on burger, mayo on hot dog. Yeah, mayo on everything.
This is becoming the nutrition podcast.
Non-nutrition podcast.
You should take facts from us. Look
No,
how
don't.
thin I am. Just kidding. I gained 25 pounds in 1 year.
Did you?
No,
All
it's
muscle, though.
20
Fucking
pounds.
stacked.
20
Oh,
pounds.
Fucking stacked.
Big dog's gotta eat.
Fuck, I want to say that at work today. I
You
forgot.
shut up. That's a fucking killer
Big
line.
dog's gotta eat.
That's good.
Somebody would have found it funny at work.
Oh, I would have found it funny.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was fucking thinking of something that had to do with Big Dog, but I can't remember now.
I went to work the other day and I didn't have lunch.
Mm.
I woke up, so I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I've got to do lunch for work today, and I was like pressed. There was no like leftovers in the fridge, so I grabbed a bag of Uncle Ben rice, like just.
Oh, nice.
And I had a bowl at work, so I'm just eating plain rice at work. My friend comes in and he's like, "Are you just eating this white rice for lunch?"
It's like, you broke?
Like, that's what I said. Yeah, it's a struggle. And then another guy came into the lunchroom. He's like, "You just eating white rice?"
Doesn't your uncle own this place?
And then he's like, "Oh, dude." He's like, "Okay, I'll give you some of my chicken wings, no problem." And then we went into the fridge and there was like teriyaki sauce in like the good office.
Yeah.
So then I came back and my friend was like, "God's plan." He's
Nice.
like, "You came to with white rice and you left with like fucking chicken wings and like."
Teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki
Beauty.
I can't eat white rice without like teriyaki sauce in it. It's just
Dude,
so bad.
it
bro.
I like white rice.
It was a struggle. I like white rice too, but it did look kind
okay,
of
but like
pathetic.
I always have to have like. Can you just eat a bowl of white rice just alone?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I could, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but,
like,
like,
I
you
wouldn't
didn't like
choose
it.
to.
It's okay.
You didn't like it.
I just felt like I looked really stupid.
I love Indian food. Like when they give you like the basmati or the white rice.
Yeah, I was having
It's
basmati rice.
it's
yeah,
so
good,
nice to mix it with like butter chicken.
Yeah. See, I didn't have.
I've never tried like Indian butter chicken
Oh,
or like
dude,
curry or
you
like,
gotta
I
try
want
Indian
to. Like
food.
I want to. I've never.
There's a good place near here. It's called Curry and Cocktails. It's really good.
We should go.
Is that in my plaza? That's by
No.
my house.
Oh,
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's another good Indian
Yeah,
place. I
he
can't
wasn't
remember.
talking about his street.
No, I thought you were talking about like the. your
Oh,
workplace.
okay.
No,
okay.
My house.
He's like, no. I'm like, well, Julian knows there's no shops on his street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go because, like, I mean, I guess my dad likes curry chicken, but my family doesn't really like Indian food very much, so I'll never go. I'll never have the opportunity.
Chicken tikka masala is great. Butter chicken's really good. Those are my two favorites.
You're really well versed with you're very worldly with your food.
My food, I eat
Tikka
pretty much anything. Yeah.
masala.
You are.
You know that song?
What's the gross? This is actually a pretty interesting topic. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten? Like even if you
Fucking IPA
enjoyed
beer.
it, IPA beer.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
beer
yeah.
you had on the weekend was fucking nasty.
That was
dude.
some jank stuff.
That was
man.
horrible.
It was called Juicy Ass.
Yeah.
No, like offense to the company. I'm sure some people love that IPA.
I don't.
The one you got was worse, I think.
Wait, it
They
was
were both
called
ass.
Juicy Ass?
Yeah.
No wonder it tasted like ass.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was so
literally.
They
bad.
probably put liquid ass in there.
It smelled like mangoes, but
it
it
did smell
it
good.
tasted like laundry detergent, like the way I'd
I don't
imagine.
even know.
This is
This
what I
laundry
would say.
detergent would taste better.
You think so?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Maybe.
When you start drinking it, like when you take a sip of it, you actually get like a mango or fruity like flavor from it. And then after, as the
Tapas.
rest comes down, it's just terrible. And then there's just this terrible, awkward, like fucking disgusting aftertaste.
It's
left in
bitter
your
and
mouth.
spicy.
Yeah, spicy. It was kind of hot.
I got
It was
mad at.
hot.
I got mad at Pepsi. I'm like, you can't fucking leave this. I'm like, this is like 6.5% of alcohol you're
Yeah.
leaving out here. I'm like, give it to me. I'll drink it. Like fucking 4 or 5 sips later, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking puke if I keep
It
drinking
was
this.
horrible. Mine was bad too.
Yeah.
Yours was the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then I washed it down with like more beer, so like didn't really.
Yeah, like
Oh.
just kind of changed the taste.
Yeah.
Back onto the topic. The grossest thing I think I eat
Yeah.
and I do enjoy is called sudzo, and it's gelatin with like pieces of pig head cut up in it. So it's like you'll get like an ear, you'll get like a nose, like the
Mhm.
chin.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks gross, but it's
Now-
really good.
My question, I don't know if it's offensive, is do they feed that to people like in the slums? Like if they if
That
you
I
have
have
no money,
absolutely
they
no
just
idea.
give you sudzo?
That I have
Sudzo?
no idea. It's like a
'Cause it does
tradition.
sound
It's like a
like-
Christmas tradition. I might have a video on
Give it
my
to, like,
phone.
homeless people, like you give them the leftovers.
I don't think so. It's like head cheese.
Yeah.
There's
You know what
some
head cheese
foods,
is?
There's
No.
some foods where I'm just like, why did you start eating that?
Yeah. Because the way you described it, right? Like, it doesn't sound good.
My family was always
What made
like,
you like
pushed.
want to put it in your mouth?
My family always pushed me to like try. Like I always wanted to try like foods. Like me and my dad, like when we go to Stratford and we do like the hunts and stuff like that, they'll cook like deer heart and deer liver
Yeah.
and like deer like whatever like animal
Carcasses.
parts. No, not carcasses, because you don't want anything to go to waste, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're gonna harvest the animal, you want to eat everything. You want to save everything, right? And like I've always eaten it since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like I've eaten deer hearts. Another thing I eat is tripa. A lot of
Yeah.
people eat that tripe. It's like cow intestine and cow
It's
stomach
cow stomach, Julian.
cut up.
It's
Oh.
gross.
It's great. They put it in sauce with potatoes. It's delicious.
Yeah.
If you see it, it looks gross.
Well, the one Pepsi was talking about at first, the gelatin shit.
Brains are good.
Yeah, that
I've
was
eaten
gross.
brains.
Okay.
I've never
rabbit
ate
brain.
anything this disgusting.
No, I can't.
It sounds disgusting, but I'm telling you, if you try it and you're
I know
open
your
to the
fucking
idea.
Sudzo, whatever it's called, looks bad too. So not only is it
Sudzo
bad,
does
it
look
does look gross.
I
It does
struggle
look
with
bad.
textures is my problem. Slimy
Mm.
textures of stuff, I don't
agree
like
with
them.
you.
Right? I just don't.
Yeah, you
Which
definitely
people
would
wonder
not be
why
a brain guy.
People wonder why I like yogurt, but I'm like that's different. Like
It's
I
not
don't like it's
slimy.
not.
It's yogurt.
Yeah, no, but like there's just like certain things where people be like, but you eat that and you won't try this because it's like the texture's slimy. I'm like, yeah.
The only food I genuinely did not enjoy was fish eyeball.
Yeah, it's probably really fish.
It wasn't even that it was fishy. It's like it's just it has no good flavor and it's like a ball of and then there's like a hard rocky part in the middle and it's just like why am I eating this? It
Yeah,
just there's certain things that I think should probably go back to Mother Nature
yeah.
where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you
and
leave
a cow stomach is one of those.
No, the
Yeah.
cow stomach tastes phenomenal.
What does it look like? 'Cause
I'll
now
show
we're on
you
the
a picture.
Like, does it look good when it's cooked, or does it look like
No,
Sudzo?
tripa looks good. Sudzo looks
Disgusting.
Sudzo would make you if you seen it you'd be like
You showed
there
it
is
to me. You jiggled it in my face.
yeah like that's tripa. Looks fine.
What am I looking at?
It's like so basically what it is like that's the cow stomach,
Yeah.
right? And then they slice it up. Like so it's the intestines. See, and then they slice them up and then they put them in the sauce. So it's yummy. It's good.
Doesn't look
I'm gonna have to put this
It
picture.
kind of looks like.
They'll see it on the thing if Greg adds it.
Yeah,
See,
I'll
that
add
looks
it.
delicious. Looks
And
good.
actually, I think people have phobias of things like that.
I have
It
that,
looks
but that
like
doesn't
it
bother me.
looks like tentacles.
Sudzo.
And I've had squid and calamari and things like that, and they look more appealing than this. So like I shouldn't like they look like
I don't know how
this
to
looks like
spell
disgusting
Sudzo.
tentacles.
It's okay. I've seen it.
Oh, it's the
before.
same idea as okay, no, but it's like
The one you showed me looked worse than that.
it's pig head and gelatin
That's fine.
basically. Let me see.
I don't want to offend whoever cooked it in your family, but whatever you showed me did look like shit.
My thing is like, who looks at this?
Yeah,
and
and
is
goes,
just like,
I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna eat that. Kind of.
Do you watch
kind of with anything though? Like
You ever watched the show Alone? I don't know how. Like it's pretty cool. They just drop people in like a forest and they're alone and they have to survive. And then the winner
I know
wins
the
money.
concept. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one guy. This is off topic, but I just thought it was crazy because he filmed it. Like he kind of propped up his camera and he seen like a musk ox,
Mm.
Yeah.
and he killed it. He had like a little knife, and he like had it distracted. And you see him he,
Oh,
like
I've seen
charges
this.
it, and he goes ta 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 ta. He stabs
Yeah.
it, and then he runs away, and then he follows the blood. And then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
goes-
I've seen
he
this.
runs back up to. He's like. Ta, 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 and he stabs it, and then he runs away, and then he
It
just
kicks
kept
off and he keeps
tracking it.
following it. Yeah,
And then he
yeah.
eventually killed it. He won the show. He
Did
also might have been a serial killer because he was weird. He was a really weird guy.
Did he sleep in it after?
No,
No.
dude. He was fucking crazy. He built like a box. He's like, cause people's like, he's like, well, he's like, something people do is like they like to put their meat up high. He goes, not me. I'm building a safe, and he built a fucking safe.
Bear Grylls
guy
slept
needs
in like an ox or something like that.
Bear Grylls is a sick dude.
I'm like, this
trying to
dude
find
He's
Watch
a
it, yeah, that's
sicker
fine.
dude.
dude fucking watched Star Wars.
Did you ever
Doesn't
see
that
that
happen in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Where do
Han
they sleep?
Solo-
Yeah, right? What does he
Han Solo-
sleep in
he
though?
sleeps in like those fucking white like camels, the snow
Oh,
camels.
They're kinda
yeah.
like a camel, yeah.
Same idea. Bear Grylls is like, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but Bear Grylls does it. Yeah, he sleeps in it all night in the desert.
How fucking bad
Did
did
you-
that smell?
Did you ever
It
see when he
probably
sucks the
wouldn't.
blood out of like an ox something?
In the desert, it would smell bad.
It would stink.
Yeah. In the cold, it wouldn't
I
smell.
think he also spread out the if I remember right,
He did
spread
drink the blood.
intestines out of the camel he was sleeping in,
Yeah, so they wouldn't come and
so
attack
they wouldn't
him.
come attack him.
Like animals in the night.
Yeah, Bear Grylls is one weird dude. I don't really get it.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
you'd
looking
want
for
to be
some
with
films?
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna find
I
this
have a
video.
picture.
You'd want to be
Oh,
with
you
him.
have it? You know where it is?
You'd want to be
Yeah.
with him in case of a fucking
Apocalypse?
apocalypse.
No, for sure, because
Do you think you'd survive a zombie apocalypse?
no.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, say,
No.
like the initial wave happens, you made like you're one of the survivors.
The
you
big
can get-
first wave, I definitely would survive. Later on, when food got
But
scarce,
what if
knowing
you're one
how
of the
I
people
am,
that got infected, like with before anyone knew of the wave coming? You know what I mean?
Well, then,
well,
it
then you're
sounds like
obviously
gonna die.
So
That's I'm saying that's just like defeats the purpose of the question. If you didn't get infected, would you survive?
That's what I was saying. Yeah. So like if you
Then
survive
yes.
the first wave, yeah.
Well,
I would
yeah.
last at least until like the New Hope began. You know what I mean?
think?
Yeah,
I
and
wouldn't.
maybe like when like I would probably die when like rebel villages of like living humans started to battle.
Do you think living people would start fighting over shit?
Yes.
Yo, guarantee you.
Because
We start fighting over shit
right?
now.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
'cause-
tell me there's gonna be less of it and they're gonna fight less.
Well, I was thinking because you know what? Now there's like a common goal. Everyone doesn't want to turn into a fucking zombie, but I guess it's like when there's
Oh,
less
no.
resources.
I've come to the conclusion in my not ripe old age, but you know what I mean, that there's almost nothing that could bring everybody together.
So
I don't think there is anything that
if-
could bring everybody together.
If I turn into a zombie,
Yeah.
would you guys shoot me?
Yes,
Or find a way to keep me alive in case there's a vaccine?
I would shoot you.
Shoot you.
What the
How
fuck?
to keep you alive?
What if
What type of vaccine do you think you're getting that's gonna unzombify you?
what if they're doing research to fucking unzombify?
Okay, well that's
like,
a different story. If they're on the verge of this vaccine,
Yeah.
then I'd be like, okay, sure, let's keep them around for a bit.
Well, how zombified are you?
But if we're like
Do
in
you
the
look like a fucking
I'm a
COD
zombie. I'm a zombie, but
look
like
like a
you
COD
can
zombie.
you can tame me. Like there's a movie, I forget what it's called. And like at the end, like the guy's friend gets turned into a zombie, but you know he handcuffs him to a pole, and they keep him, right? They keep
So
him.
you're a pet?
Well, it's
A
not
pet
like
that wants to
I
violently
just feel like
kill me?
that's dehumanizing.
Yeah. What if, yeah.
what if you shoot me 2 years later? Because zombies don't die after 2 years. Like even if they don't eat, they just
Well,
like,
realistically,
they don't need to
But how
sustenance.
no,
zombified
you're
are
I'm a zombie.
no, you would.
Well, like, are you like a COD zombie
That's
where
such
you're
an
decrepit and your
unrealistic
like
thing.
guts are falling out?
Because
Because
that's the thing, you're gonna die anyways. That
Or
and
you
your
look
body would
like
also
you.
rot.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're a zombie, there's no blood
Blood
flow.
flow. Yeah,
you
you're
would
dead.
be dead
even
anyways
if you
within
come back,
probably
what are you
like a
gonna
couple
want?
hours.
I'll make sure to shoot you too.
Yes,
Before you turn into a
please.
fucking zombie.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No,
Now
don't-
you're just a hostile human.
Don't finish the entire like if I get bitten and I'm gonna change, like give it a day because maybe
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
immune. You don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Oh, I'm not saying
But if in a
immediately.
day I'm starting to,
That's different. Then we're
you know what I
shooting
mean?
you.
Then just end it.
Yeah.
You really want to see me go all fucking
AWOL?
yeah, run on all fours?
You
and-
already like to like ruin people's things and you're a normal person. So
wouldn't
imagine
even-
as
I
a
wouldn't-
zombie, you'd just be so annoying.
I wouldn't even eat your brains. I'd
You
just,
just, like,
destroy
break
your
my
food
shit, yeah.
food supplies. I'd knock over vases that
Yeah,
you
it would
found.
be like,
Oh, see, I'd want to
Family
keep you
heirlooms.
around. It'd feel like you never fucking left.
Yeah.
You already make weird noises now.
That is true.
so you'd want to come like what if we bring you back but like as you come back like after 5 years of being a zombie your last memory of human is your intestines on the floor and we're like
Yeah.
you're welcome.
But
Yeah,
what
and then you
fade
just
to
die
black.
immediately.
What if there's like cell regeneration? Because
Okay, you're really
How far have we
reaching
progressed,
here, my
dude?
guy.
You just want to be
Guys,
saved.
Okay, Greg, if
talking
there
about-
is cell replication and whatever of the human body, and there's a vaccine, and we could shove your organs back into your decrepit carcass, then sure, I'll save you. But if all of those are out of the table, I'm gonna have to put you down.
Yeah.
And I'd expect you
you could
guys
have
to do
just
the
stopped
same.
it. You could have just stopped it at "I'll save you." You could have just stopped it at "I'll save you."
You could cut it at that. That's,
I give you full consent to kill me if I'm a zombie.
me too.
Yeah.
How about if we're out of resources? Do you give me full consent to kill you and eat your body?
I
No.
think we should fight to the death. It'd be a fight to the death type.
No,
thing.
that I couldn't do.
Really?
Yeah, if I go
I
out,
think
my
I'd go
brothers gotta
AWOL.
go out together.
I think I'd go AWOL.
We shoot each other.
Yeah, whoever survives gets to eat the other.
Yeah,
I don't think I could live with myself.
Yeah, probably not, right?
I wouldn't want to.
Pretty scarring.
Those guys up on that mountain that like the plane crashed, the rugby team. You ever hear that?
Mm.
You see the movie?
Watched in high school, they forced us.
Were you in my
They
class?
did force us.
Did they force everyone to watch
Yeah.
They
it?
did force us, yeah.
It's so weird. It was for careers.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
absolutely no.
Yeah, that's so out
Leadership.
of pocket. Why did we
Leadership.
see that movie?
It was for a class where we had to no, it was for civics. So it was a class where we were learning about the government. They use that because they create a government amongst them. Like they have leaders
yeah.
and so like
Yeah, I think they could have
supposed
picked
to
a
be-
much better movie.
so much better
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
But they chose to make us watch a movie where like they fucking eat each other. and then get away with it by saying like, no, it was cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like when they get mad, like when the guys find civilization, they have some of like the leftover body parts. Like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's just like old cheese we had.
Yeah, kind of a weird story.
They don't actually get away with it. They figure out that it's like bodies,
Yeah.
but they determine they're like, okay, like it was kind of valid.
Yeah.
They would have died.
Yeah, they didn't kill them either. It was just dead people.
That's what I mean. It's different. Like if I drop, you could eat me.
Yeah.
Totally.
If you watch,
You probably get sick.
probably
I
taste
heard
like
that a lot of
McDonald's.
people get sick.
Yeah, because I'd taste like fast food and like caffeine.
I remember.
Oh, you give me a fucking buzz and a half. Man.
Yeah, you'd probably get high.
I'd be
by
like,
eating me.
oh yeah.
I remember the movie, and when I remember the movie, and when they decided to finally like eat their friends, and the guy went in there, and like it looks like the first part he cuts out of is like someone's ass. I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy's giving a new definition to eating ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to see the movie, it's called Alive. It's not a horror movie.
No.
It just
It's
is
disturbing.
It's a documentary.
disturbing. It's not even a documentary.
Yeah.
Disturbing.
It's more of like a documentary would be like.
Oh,
if they
yeah,
filmed
it's not
it.
a
It's more of
documentary.
like a reenactment.
Reenactment.
And like a more drama. I don't know actually if it's more dramatized.
I have no
That's
idea.
pretty
They-
fucking a dramatic
Yeah,
situation to begin with, right? And yeah, the premise is rugby players on the way to their game, like their plane crashes in the fucking Himalayas, and they have like no food, no resources, no water. They're stuck there for like what 2-3 weeks, and then they make it back to civilization.
They
somehow.
weren't survival experts. That guy who killed the muck socks, he would have fucking ate dog shit until he survived.
He probably would have. I know there was a snowstorm, but he would have probably left the first day
Oh yeah.
to go find civilization,
Yeah.
bring all the food.
Yeah,
they
why
had.
didn't they leave? Well, I guess they would have.
They were scared. They didn't know what to do.
Wait,
Kind of
what?
stupid, right? Why didn't they leave?
Because they like.
Were they able-bodied? Like were they?
yeah,
like
at the
not
start they
injured?
were. At
They-
the start, a bunch
They
of
thought
them were
they
injured,
thought
but-
they thought that a rescue team would probably come.
Yeah.
When
when
they start
they-
walking.
It was they were in the top of the mountains in the middle of the winter, like not the middle of
The
winter.
last
it's
two
all
guys
snow.
made it out though.
But do you know how far they first of all they had
seen the
no
movie, I
they had no sense of direction. They didn't know where to go. They had no sense of direction, so they didn't know like if they could walk this way, they didn't know if they were gonna get to civilization. So they had to first figure out their sense of direction. They had to figure out if they had food. They thought a rescue team might come because they would know, hey, the plane never made it. It crashed. But the problem was there was such a bad blizzard, all the planes and everything that flew over couldn't find them. The plane also split in fucking two, right? So that was the thing. Like half the plane was on another side of a mountain. And then after the walk back was too long. Like they had to they packed enough food with them, but like they also didn't have enough food. Like all they had was chocolate bars and wine for food left on the plane, right?
Yeah.
So like they were trying to
They
figure
don't
out
know.
how the fuck we can do this, and that's why they ended up eating the people. And the
Yeah.
only reason they made it back is because they took the freaking body parts, packed them in a case, and they had enough to get the
Yeah,
two
get
guys
to-
back. But the two guys that got back were fucking half dead when they got there.
Yeah,
like they
yeah,
were so
yeah.
freaking malnutritioned and everything. Oh fuck! Hold on, this stopped.
I still think they just should have started walking. Now you just pick
Yeah.
a direction
Yeah.
and you pray.
I mean, them walking ended up working,
See,
so got them out
walking.
of there.
It was also that they were in a mountain. It wasn't just them. They also had like their parents with them, and like so they weren't the only like the rugby guys that were able-bodied, but they had a lot of people who were like
Remember that-
older
remember
and
that
like
social
not physically
experiment?
fit.
What? Yeah.
Survival
We
of the
kick off
fittest.
the boat.
Who we kick off the boat.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Stevie Wonder. Very
Is
superstitious.
riding on the wall.
What's
Why
the
am I in water?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's called Alive for anyone who wants to watch it.
Speaking of nostalgia and old movies,
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
Really?
right now,
Yeah.
Seems out of pocket for Disney. I'm not gonna
100%.
lie.
it's a good movie.
It was interesting. Like I'm thinking about it 9 years, not 9 years later, like 6 years later.
6 years, yeah. Long
When did you
time.
grade 10, 10, 11, 12, 1,
Yeah, it's 6 years later. 6 years
7.
Yeah, man.
Get fucked.
Good movie.
Speaking of nostalgic things, you had something you wanted to.
Yeah, well, because it was like high school, right? And kind of like all reminded me of this. You guys remember the game HQ Trivia?
Yeah.
'Cause we used to. Everybody used to play that in high
I
school.
wasn't a huge
And-
fan.
No, me neither. I'd always get booted out in the
Yeah.
second or third round.
With Scotty.
Scott Rosowski. Yeah, but do you remember that? Why?
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
a phenomenon. I feel like.
You would the people who did win would get fucking 15 cents.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to cash out unless you had like $100 in the
Yeah.
account.
Yeah.
Didn't we know someone who got kind of far?
Shannon's sister won. I think.
Yeah, she
yeah,
won,
She got real
right?
close.
Yeah. No, I think she won.
She won. Yeah.
She
had,
did
like,
win.
She got like 50 cents.
Yeah. I mean, but like, how that
In
game,
theory, it was a good idea.
I
that
think
game had like a
Shannon's sister
chokehold
won.
on society.
Yeah, right. I felt like it
For a
took over
brief
the
moment, a
world
brief
like really
moment,
quickly.
like, people
That-
would tweet about it.
yeah.
It was like a viral sensation.
It was, but it was so short-lived that it just all of a sudden stopped.
That HQ game was huge. It
Yeah.
came out the same time that game where it was like you could be #1 in the world for like SpongeBob. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. What was that, game called?
Quiz
Quiz Plus?
Quiz Up.
Quiz Up. Yeah,
Dude, I was
Quiz
so
Up.
good at the NFL.
Dude.
I didn't get to #1, but I feel like if I played, like I think I lost like twice, and it was just because of time. I didn't even get them wrong.
We had a friend pretty high in porn stars.
He was.
And a kid in our school made one for our fucking teachers.
Yeah, that was
Teachers'
funny.
first names.
Yeah,
That
that's
was funny.
Yeah, I was just surprised he knew all the fucking teachers and the secretaries' first names.
Yeah.
Like, where did you learn all those?
Is it in
Maybe
the
he's a
yearbook?
hacker. No,
No, it's not in the yearbook. Is it?
Actually, yeah, it would be in the yearbook. I guess that makes sense.
Did they show it?
What?
I didn't think they showed first names.
I can't
For
remember now.
the teachers? I
It's
feel
okay.
like
I'll
it
take
might.
your word for it. I'm lazy to check.
No,
but
but
about Quiz Up, yeah.
Quiz Up was crazy. My cousin, she was like #1 in the world in SpongeBob,
Mm.
or maybe just Canada. Didn't matter. That was a cool game. I like those quiz games.
Oh, I was good at the CS:GO ones.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. What can
But
I
it's
say?
weird that those things do that. They go up and then they
just
sometimes they
die.
don't
That's
stick.
called
Yeah.
a fad.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
like sometimes they have like a hard one. Like, come on, the first game you mentioned,
HQ
HQ
trivia?
was like that was like
Okay,
worldwide
but
nuts.
think about things like Fall Guys and Among Us.
Yeah,
But people still play.
Yeah, they didn't, like, shut down.
People still
They
play
didn't like
HQ.
shut down.
No, well, yeah, but like it
It shut down, then it reopened.
Yeah, that's a
still
huge.
plays.
It went bankrupt,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they were like, fuck, gotta
Like,
run
yeah,
it
maybe we
back.
should run it back. But like
That's-
Among Us, people still post a video and
Flappy
get a
Bird.
million views.
Flappy Bird, the guy shut it down himself.
Yeah, the
Remember
Flappy
that?
Bird
He
may
was-
have never
yeah.
died.
Wasn't he getting like death threats?
I don't know.
I
That
think that's why I
was-
did it because he was making so much money every day,
Yeah.
but then he was also getting like death threats because
I
they
haven't-
said he used to make like 50 to 60 grand per day.
Yeah,
He had the fucking app, like the app was like running for like 3 months. People made like knockoffs after, so it's
Yeah.
not like even if you lost one, what's such a
you know
simple
who has
app,
Flappy
I
Bird
feel.
still?
Who? You have the original?
Yeah,
Nice.
I have a phone with it.
No.
If anybody's interested in buying it,
they were.
DM
Do
the
you remember
account.
they were selling them?
They were
like
selling them.
the old iPods.
Yeah,
and
DM it.
the
We'll
iPhones.
split the profits.
Oh, we're splitting anything.
Yeah, that's jokes.
Yeah, I have it. I actually played it the other day because I found the phone and I opened it up and I seen Flappy Bird was there.
Well, you're
I also
using-
have Vine on it.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Vine doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work, but still. It's
What's
there.
everyone's highest score?
Oh, fucking 28.
I think maybe 14 or something.
Yeah, I think if I got past
I
11, I was
stunk.
lucky.
I was better like my first game on than I think I was back in grade 9 when the game was popping. I was like,
I used, Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I thought that game died. I was like, yeah, that
Me
game's
too.
so
It
dead.
kind of had it had a dip and
It
then
did.
came back.
No, yeah, I know, but
yeah, it had a
but
dip. Well, I mean, obviously it had a dip from when it launched. Everyone was playing when it was
Yeah.
launched.
I think like it had a dip because of in our area, but worldwide it's still one of the biggest. They made $350 million.
Yeah, I don't deny that it's
That's
like,
nuts.
No, I don't deny that it's still one of the biggest like games because it's a mobile app game and
Yeah.
everything like that. But like, no, it had a dip everywhere. It had not just
Yeah.
here, dude. Don't you remember like you
yeah, the
used to
first
go
week.
outside?
Mm-hmm.
Not just
everybody
the
was up
first
till
week, like
midnight.
the first month.
Yeah.
You used to go outside. Everyone was walking around playing Pokemon.
Yeah,
They
Go.
they messed up by not continuing to add
They-
shit.
They didn't add enough stuff.
The
on
way it
it.
is
too
now,
slow.
if they had started
Yeah.
like doing that like then, the game would have I think
there
still
was,
been just as
it
big.
was all about just catching at the beginning, and there wasn't too much. Like there was no battle.
just
like,
wasn't
you couldn't
even,
battle
like-
friends. You couldn't trade.
Yeah.
There was the only thing there was gyms, but like even the gyms were kind of like they're like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like-
well, the thing was, I just felt like there wasn't enough Pokemon at first. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon. Like, if they just would have added more Pokemon right away.
Yeah.
Like, after the first month, if they were like,
and
you're
added those.
catching Johto, here's Sinnoh. Like, everybody would have been
Yeah.
like, holy shit, Piplup.
Yeah, exactly. And then they would have like or do those. They have the challenges now
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like they would.
I
That's
just
what I'm
feel like-
saying. And also too, the thing was like, as much as like they wanted you to get out
Mm.
and do it, it was kind of hard. You couldn't catch anything in your area. Like
Yeah.
the only thing I fucking had here were the fucking Pidgeys. I had
Yeah.
fucking Pidgeys around my house. Do you know how fucking far I had to go to catch anything else? We used to fucking go on fucking half-hour bike rides and fucking rollerblades and
yeah.
skateboarding and everything like that. Half an hour to 45 minutes just to find something fucking new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get excited that one day I'd go for a fucking drive to Niagara Falls, hope to catch a couple water Pokemon or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing they did. It's still insanely hard to find rare Pokemon.
Oh, I think I told you, I think they got to tune that up.
yeah, like
I
in
can make,
in
we
our
can make this whole
area
podcast
about Pokemon Go, we should
because,
have.
like,
But you guys have some pretty rare Pokemon now. I mean, my fucking sister plays. She's got fucking Kyogre.
Yeah, well, that's the
Yeah,
raids.
you just
get
do the raids now. You don't have to find
like,
them anymore.
Okay,
Raids
see,
are fun.
yeah.
And I like raids, but like there's
You have to
something
have
about,
people.
Like, yeah, but there's something about like when a cool Pokemon spawns, or if you see one on like the little
Yeah.
mini-map,
Always better.
that's gotta happen more often because like
I'll find it.
you gotta get me out of the house. See if I seen like I don't know.
A Tyranitar.
Yeah, it's across the street or like down the street.
I'm going.
I'm getting out of my house.
Here's a funny
Gotta do
story. You guys know this story, but I'll tell it for the podcast. I'll put a picture of my light when I'm editing this for the people viewing. But so like I have a fan light up here above in my room. And so a hack back in the day, because you want to hatch your eggs and your 10-kilometer eggs, instead of walking 10 kilometers, what people would do is they would attach them to like a ceiling fan light, and then they would turn the light on. And because all it did is track the distance, not like GPS movement, it would get you distance by spinning, right? So I had this great idea. I'm like, if I put it on the furthest, like outside of the light, it's going to create a bigger circle. That's bigger distance.
Yeah.
Then after this light's got 3 speeds, I turn it on the fastest speed. That's gonna fucking, what's it called?
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
gonna
That's it.
do-
20 kilometers a minute.
yeah, so good. What you have to know is, and let me hold this. What you have to know is, and I'll try and put a video of this, is my light is on a gyro ball for some reason.
That's
Do you
the
see this?
stupidest fan
I've
ever.
never seen it. I have no idea why it's even a function, but it's on a ball.
Yeah.
So I did all that, and then I walked away, and I'm like, I'm gonna go leave it. So my phone's spinning on the fucking light. I go upstairs. I'm doing some bunch of shit. All of a sudden, I'm just sitting down and I hear, and like stuff is slamming, and I'm just like, what the fuck's going on, right? I come downstairs because of the ball. It like the fucking thing didn't have proper like a weight balance anymore. So the fucking light was like this, spinning around the whole thing, smashing up inside the walls, and I didn't know what to do. So I just fucking stuck my hand in between it, and I'm just
Sometimes
like, I
you
don't
gotta
know.
That was
just
the
take
first
off
trap on
panicked.
TikTok for a while.
Oh, yeah. They grab the fucking fan.
Boom.
Yeah, when I saw that going around, I'm like, I kind of do that to stop my light because like not just like
do you do it like?
Yeah, but you go.
No, these
I
people.
guess
This
fair
guy
enough.
just go, I see red. Boom.
fair enough, fair
Red.
enough.
Yeah,
Fair
just
enough,
catch
fair
it.
enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I do stick my hands.
When I do it, if I did that, I go, owie.
Yeah, I mean,
I go,
boo
boo
boo.
boo.
Kiss my boo boo better.
You know what I do to get distance? I put my phone in a sock and I go like this. That shit works
Yeah.
impeccably
Yeah,
well.
it's really good. I did it too.
I bought a phone swing. Those don't work that
No,
well.
I fucking do. But the sock, I look. My parents come home and I'm like, boing 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 with the sock and my. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm.
You gotta get the
Pokemon
perfect
eggs.
rhythm so that it does this.
Yeah.
When it does this is when you're in the money.
When I'd be in lecture because it's online, right? I'd be sitting in my desk and I'd just be with the phone. If I had my camera,
Your camera turns on. You're like, oh, come on, just a couple more.
You guys leave a sock on your desk and your parents don't know why, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It does look kind of suspicious.
gotta love it.
Anyways, enough about Pokemon.
Who actually comes in their sock? That's kind of weird.
I don't know. That's
I'm
a
sure
weird.
there's a
That's
lot
a
of
weird
Like,
trend.
People actually do that. Like, I just have sorry if you do it. It's kind of never. Now, like a stuffed animal, on the other hand,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like 100%.
A friend's pillow. Hold it.
A friend's shorts.
Friend's mom.
That was good shit, man. That was good shit.
What noise did you say? Like the fan? Like you're like,
Huh?
you made a noise for the fan. Like what did you say? It sounded like you're like doot 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 or something.
Oh, when you put your finger and it goes doot, 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 doot. Like when you're stopping it. Doot, 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 doot.
I was trying to find a segue to Manscaped, but I was gonna be like, oh, that's what this fucking Lawnmower 4.0 sounds like, but
Nah.
it really doesn't, because the Lawnmower 4.0 is actually quiet. It's
Very,
very
very
quiet,
quiet.
and discreet. As you guys know, the Olympics just started, and it's all in this summer. You know what isn't? A wild and hairy bush.
Yes.
Tame your pubes with help
These
from
are
our
so
friends
good.
at Manscaped, the leaders in below the waist grooming. Their fourth generation of the performance package includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. If an athlete treats their body like royalty, then why not treat your pubes like an Olympic
Hell yeah.
gold medal?
Yeah.
Fellas, do your balls right. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com. Use the code NONCON for 20% off
Spelling it.
and free shipping. As you guys know, Manscaped is the sponsor for this podcast. It's been awesome working with them and everything like that. As we said, the Lawnmower 4.0 and the 3.0, but both of them, they're like really quiet and discreet, which I like.
You could literally shave next to your friend. Wouldn't even know what's happening.
Are you doing it right now?
I am.
Holy shit.
Dude, Too bad I didn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I moved them upstairs because I use them all now.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to like this. Like I have the lawnmower 3.0 and 4.0. I'm like, should I use them for like different purposes?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. What do you guys use them for?
I use dual action. I'm a dual
Two
wielder,
hands?
so
Oh.
Can you shave body and face same
yeah. All
time?
at the same time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like one on the gooch and like one up.
Oh,
over here or
dude,
something like
I'm
just-
a dual wielder. It's
Yeah.
across the entire Manscaped body.
Like a professional.
Like a professional with two fucking katanas.
Yeah.
Sounds like Star Wars when I'm
Yeah.
swinging them around.
The package also comes with the weed whacker to chop your worst weeds up top in both your nose and ear. This tool takes home the gold in biathlon. It means that you could do like both.
Biathlon?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's also waterproof, which is I guess kind of needed when you shove it up your nostrils, right?
Absolutely needed.
Also bring it in the shower.
I wouldn't shave my nose in the shower, but you could. I guess
Good.
I can't see why you wouldn't.
Just a little. Sometimes you want a little water trickling on the body when you're shaping up the nose.
Make you glisten.
Always makes me feel better when I shave after with like all my Manscaped stuff.
Oh yeah,
Just lather myself up with everything.
absolutely.
I feel better hairless.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm
Do you?
trimmed up,
Yeah, you
I'm
feel
bricked
nice
up.
Oh.
Yeah. I won't take off my shirt, but like even like,
Just do it.
I do it. No, I'm not going to.
No, I'm just not gonna do that.
Again, get 20% off and free shipping using the code NONCON at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping. NONCON, NONCON, manscaped.com.
Yep.
Thank you, Manscaped,
for the Lawnmower 4.0.
thank you, NonCon, for the Manscaped 4.0. You ready? Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
You know that ad read you brought up the Olympics, and at work, like I'm having a hard time keeping my breaks under like they're like for the respective time. Like I get like a 15, a 30, and a 15, and we have the Olympics on all the time in
Yeah.
the lunchroom, and it's like really hard for me to get back out because like I was watching swimming today, and I was just like gassed up. I seen some like Canadians there kicking ass, and then there was a few Italians, and I was telling
They swim like this.
I
Oh,
was telling my friend at work, I was like, this is how my people got to the country.
Yeah.
They didn't use the boat. That's why we got all the swimmers.
they swim in the water like this.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
oh,
coming down
Instead of
the
like this, it's like,
Yeah, they don't do the whatever the fuck this
They're
is called.
freestyle swimming.
yeah, they're
That's what
freestyle,
Yeah.
freestyle swimming.
That's how they
Oh
swim.
my
But
God.
yeah, but I was thinking. I'm
They're
like,
really good at diving too.
yeah. Get off
Oh.
the boats, on the boat.
Yeah,
No, I meant it because they're soccer
Okay,
players.
soccer. Oh, that too.
all-star divers.
All-star divers.
Anyways,
Yeah, I was watching it and I'm thinking to myself, and I see some water polo highlights.
I haven't watched any of the Olympics. Like, have there been events every day? I don't know why I watched
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
opening
yeah.
ceremonies, and then after I figured that there
I
was
don't
no
watch them
events.
as much either. I'm only interested in
no,
like basketball.
I
and-
like
No,
the Summer
I'm
Olympics.
interested in
I love
everything other
track.
than basketball, to be honest with you.
Really?
Everything else.
I just like watching Luka Doncic.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
drop 40 something
yeah.
points.
That's
yeah.
so true. The only thing I never watch in the Olympics for Summer Olympics is basketball.
It's
Never
actually more
watch it.
interesting this year because like the states are like losing. So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just
which is who else is on the States?
they got like Durant, Lillard,
Yeah.
Tatum.
They actually
That's what I'm
went?
trying to figure out how they're losing.
Yeah, I just think they have nobody to play defense.
Yeah. Maybe they don't want to play.
I feel like they don't take it serious.
They're not.
There's no
I think
way.
they're still gonna win, but like.
There's no way like those two players are.
That's what I'm
losing.
saying. I think you like.
But there's other good players now.
get
Like
it,
the
yeah,
world
like-
has caught up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you remember how like in World
The
Junior-
Euro League is really good too now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Well, look at all the
Luka
European
came
players.
from.
Who are the two best players in the NBA right now? You could like literally argue the top two players are like Luka
Yeah.
and like the Greek Freak.
Like regular season.
Fuck,
I mean, even
that's
in the
so
playoffs,
true.
Luka's
Those aren't
fucking
even Americans.
crazy.
There was that one season where Giannis won. What did Giannis win? MVP.
Defensive Player of the Year.
This is the season he won MVP. Siakam won Most Improved.
Oh,
I think Doncic that year.
Oh my
One
god,
rookie of the
none of them
year.
are American.
None of those guys are American. Isn't
Yep.
that kind of crazy?
Yeah, I
That's
just
like-
kind of forget because like it's pretty much just an American league. Like
Yeah.
I know hockey is, but like hockey's Canadian and American. It's just, you just know the
Yeah.
Russians and like some Slovakians and guys from
Yeah.
Finland. Like you just know they come from everywhere. Where it's like you always just, I feel like basketball. You just always hear them coming from the States.
But see, my thing is, and this is where I was getting to. I watch sports like European handball, and I see these other countries like able to compete, and I'm like, that shouldn't be. Could you imagine if the states were like, okay, we're just gonna send like Aaron Rodgers and LeBron
Yeah.
James?
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Europe.
They're
You just give
European
them like
handball.
4 months to train, and I
You're more
guarantee you.
Yeah.
Do you think they would be better?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, you take the most athletic people, and
And
like
you
there's certain sports that the most athletic people will be able to adapt to, learn,
Yeah.
and be really good at if they put the time to. And the only reason, I don't want to discredit other like Olympians, but like the only reason like those other people are there is because those athletic people are playing where the sports where
Yeah,
there's the
yeah.
big money. You know what I mean? Like, let me give you an example. We play Ultimate. Right?
Yeah, could you-
And we were good, but like if you took like the most athletic kids who like out there playing like the bigger sports,
Yeah.
and they all focus just their time on Ultimate, they would all probably get really
Like,
good.
think of like Julio Jones, but like as ultimate frisbee player.
Instead of a football player.
Yeah.
But who's to say a frisbee player can play football?
He would be playing football if he could.
There you go. That's
But
what I
that's
mean.
what-
Or she, or whatever.
So I was trying to think
Ow.
of like, I don't know any of the positions in European handball, but I got to thinking, I'm like,
There's
you need a goalie.
forward, center, right back, I think.
Shut up. There's
Left-
no way you know any of it. There's like
I was like, okay.
I have no fucking clue what they're called.
so there's definitely a goalie, a forward, a guy
Yeah,
who plays
just-
the middle and defense. Okay, who's your goalie? Who you picking?
Well, see now.
LeBron in
Wait,
net.
now, wait,
No,
wait,
not in
wait,
net.
wait,
Big as
wait,
fuck.
wait. Now, while you're saying this,
I
though,
want LeBron as
I bet if
striker.
you take the top soccer players in the world, which are all Europeans, they would outperform some of them, though.
in what?
Like think about
European handball?
yeah. Think about
In
like
soccer?
I feel like the soccer
throw
players
your
would do good.
ball. You gotta throw it.
You also mentioned goalie, but I just feel
There's
like
a goal. Okay, yeah, you can take a European goal. American goalie.
goalies, like I don't know, like the Americans, like for soccer, they never
Maybe.
get
Take
anywhere.
like Jonathan Quick from hockey, put him in net.
I guess you can.
So you take
yeah.
like.
You could, but maybe they're used to their equipment. They have
True,
a
yeah.
catching.
So
glove.
that's why I'm putting LeBron in net. I was just trying to give.
No,
you
I
the
can't
list.
put
I'm putting
LeBron
LeBron
in
in
net.
net.
LeBron in
He's
net.
huge. He's enormous. He's gonna dominate in net. Then like at like striker,
Yeah, that's what
I
we call him,
got
striker.
Yeah, I got like Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes just throwing fucking heat,
Just piss
just
missiles.
piss missiles into the other team's net. And I'm taking all Americans here too.
Tom
Then
Brady.
in the middle, who you got in the middle, right? I'm taking like Julio Jones.
Because you got to think they got to play some D,
They gotta play
right?
some
They
D.
got to play
They gotta
some.
play
You
some
need a
defense.
you need a back
like
and forth
big
player.
athletic guys. I'm taking
Julio
Julio.
Jones.
Give me Odell. He's a freak athlete. And then like
Are you only taking football players?
I just think they would fucking dominate. You could probably put a pitcher at like I don't know any
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
good baseball pitchers, but I'm sure you could get a good pitcher at striker. But they're just
Yeah, but
they're
you'd be
just
better
not as
off. You just be
athletic.
better off with a quarterback.
yeah, maybe like Lamar Jackson instead of Aaron Rodgers. He's way more athletic. So give me Mahomes and Lamar. Then I got Julio and fuck, who would I put? Julio
Cam
and like
Newton.
maybe Durant.
Durant,
Big
yeah,
in the middle, big long
right
arms.
center man, like
Yeah,
big
just
center man.
Eating up a lot of space with those big
My
arms.
D man, I'm taking like
Yeah, but you
I'm
gotta
taking
move.
Fucking,
I feel like you gotta
um,
move more like side to side than you do in basketball.
There's a
with
lot of
that.
cutting in basketball though. a lot of
defense. I'm
cutting.
taking Ray Lewis.
It's different.
Yeah,
I feel like
100%.
Durant's ankles might snap, not because
So you
of.
can you could put like
just because
Kawhi
of-
there, the claw.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
because I'm
Claw
just.
on defense.
yeah.
Big
Oh,
Kawhi.
that'd be pretty nice. Kawhi. If there's a
I'm thinking of
three-man
his
D,
injury history. That's why.
three man D and it's run like this. I'm doing Ray Lewis,
Yeah.
the claw, and then over here I'm doing Brock Lesnar or
Oh yeah, good idea. I like Brock. I like Brock.
Brock Lesnar or Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson,
Yeah,
yeah, really
so-
intimidating. D.
You need it on the. You want those outsides. They gotta contain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They gotta keep it in, right? Then
Yeah.
the claw's gonna catch the rest that come in the center.
Exactly.
As long as they're scared to to get to the outside, because they can get the lunchbox.
Yeah. There's my team, and I think it's winning gold with 4 months of practice.
For sure.
I'm really confident in that team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Off the bench, I got Saquon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Saquon
yeah,
off
yeah.
the bench.
Oh, that's a good off the
Big
bench
quads,
player.
yeah.
That's a
He
when
could
one of your
probably
guys
play
gets
anywhere, to be
tired.
honest with
Yeah.
you.
Like imagine though you like because I'm thinking back to like Ultimate. Imagine you took like the best football wide receivers,
Yeah.
and then put them in Ultimate.
That's what I'm saying.
All you need is one guy who knows how to throw.
Yep.
And then I feel like it's over.
It's over.
Well,
Yeah.
like professional Ultimate players are really good. Like when they all know how to throw, so you'd have to teach those guys how to throw. Because it's not like high school.
Yeah. when
You wouldn't be
have
able.
limited,
You wouldn't be able to just like have them catch and then stand there and
Yeah,
like
you'd
toss
need
it to the
them-
disc. Like the guys would like the good players would defend too hard. I'll give them that. I've watched the
But
highlights.
if the disc's up in the air,
Oh,
I don't
there's
think
no
there's
chance
one
any
ultimate
of-
player that's
no.
taking it away from
I don't
Julio.
think. Yeah, I don't think there's a
He's
single
just-
Ultimate player taking it away
He's
from
just
any
too
of those
big.
guys.
He's like 6'3". He's just bigger than everybody.
I don't know
faster.
the statistics of like the like
Like a big player.
of a big player in the frisbee league. They could the bigs could be like 6'8" for
Yeah.
all we know.
Okay,
One of the best players, and this isn't to take away from MKBHD, but he's a tech reviewer.
That's true. How tall is he though? He's got to be like 6'4".
Yeah, he's like 6'5".
but like,
or
you think he
something.
can run like Julio?
Maybe.
He's athletic.
I
Don't
don't
get me-
think he can. I don't think he can outbody Julio.
No, listen.
Like, Julio's definitely
He's
athletic.
athletic, and if you watch him, like he like basically
Yeah, no, I
like,
know he's
mosses people, right?
Yeah.
Like he does. Like he catches it over their heads all the time.
But would you consider him a
got hops.
professional athlete?
Well, like I guess
A
he
semi-pro
can because
athlete.
because it's considered a pro sport. But my thing is like now take some like the best football wide receiver
Yeah.
and put it against him, who I don't know much about the Ultimate League, but is probably like arguably one of the best. Like he played on the team that won everything, right? So he's arguably one of the best wide or like receivers in the fucking sport. And I still think the football players are gonna
Me too.
destroy it.
Yeah, I think they're just like if you teach them like the basics, if just that catching, I just think like how you gonna.
They also just focus more on the athleticism. Like he's got the time that he can run a successful YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so yeah, you might be right.
why?
So the undisputed GOAT of Ultimate Frisbee is this guy called Bo Kittredge, and he's 6'4", 205, which is a pretty big boy.
That's a good guy.
It's a big
That's
guy.
a
But,
pretty
like
big
Julio is like 6'4", 240, and runs like a 4.3.
And Kevin Durant's like 6'8",
Yeah.
and I feel like as much as
He's-
Bo Kittredge
If
wants
the
to try
disc's
and,
in the air, I don't
Yeah.
like his chances.
Yeah.
If you give Julio like a week's practice of like how to get the disc, like the high
Yeah.
point it, or like any of the.
that's the
NFL
only
wide
hard
No,
part about
I-
Frisbee, I think, is tracking it.
No, not one bit. Throwing. I think they'll
Oh,
all be
throw
able to track
Yeah.
it, no problem.
Yeah, but like there's
Especially if you have people who are good throwing it to you. No, tracking won't be an issue with these guys because they're gonna run.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the person's gonna place it in their hands, or they're gonna place it into a spot where all they need to do is jump higher than the dude in front of them
Yeah.
and be faster than the dude
and
in
it's
front
easier
of
to
them.
catch a frisbee with one hand than a football.
I just don't think that.
100%.
I just don't think that. Like me personally, I don't think that Bo was gonna outrun Julio Jones.
Oh no! I'd
Or
bet my
Saquon.
money.
This is what I'm saying. It's like when you're talking about, okay,
But-
is he going to run faster than him? Yes. Is he going to jump higher than
Yes.
him? Most likely. Is he going to catch the disc? And-
Absolutely.
absolutely, right? So it's not even a matter of like, oh, who's better at catching the disc. It's about like, he's going to get there first.
Yeah.
I think it only works with specific sports. Like it works with the awkward sports.
That's
So,
what I'm
like
saying. That's what I'm
Frisbee
saying.
and
I'm not saying
handball,
you can't
but
take-
like rugby and football, I think
No,
is like
not one
they're
bit.
both equally as good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
saying that.
I'm
I'm
saying it's
talking
the
about-
awkward
Yeah, yeah.
sports that no one plays.
Yeah, exactly. Like
And it only
disc
works
golf.
with specific athletes
You know
because
what I
I
mean?
don't
Like-
think you could take a professional like hockey player and
No.
let him just destroy sports. They're
Hence
just-
why you haven't seen me mention a single hockey
Yeah,
player.
see it.
Right? Like, you see
I
what I'm
love
saying?
hockey, man.
I also
but-
think hockey's one of those awkward sports in a way.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but it's
It's-
hard. It's hard.
It's hard because you have to learn another skill to
yeah.
do something.
Well, like I just can't compare Connor McDavid's like physique to that of like.
The thing is like there's nothing
what I'm saying,
like there's not much very transferable from hockey. Like skating
Yeah.
is different than running.
Yes.
Like
Oh, yeah.
even though it looks same, like skating is still a
Completely
glide.
different.
It actually takes less energy to skate, but the way you skate is
it's so
and you-
different.
Yeah, and then when you go into short bursts, it's actually going to tire you out
Like,
more.
like these other athletes couldn't compete in hockey,
Yeah,
for example.
that's
It just
what I'm
doesn't. It's
saying.
not transferable.
It's not
No.
transferable. So like
and I don't
skating,
think hockey players could
No, they
actually
couldn't.
no. Some of them could probably play other sports.
the only
Some
thing I
of them
can
are
see
pretty
them,
big.
the only thing I can see them competing in
You
well
think so?
is soccer.
Soccer, yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Like,
soccer,
I can't see them
I can't
competing
see
in
them
basketball.
playing basketball
No,
or
they're
football,
not big
no.
enough.
But soccer for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think they could like. Yeah, they could because their body type like.
Their hand-eye coordination
Yeah.
there, but hand-foot, same idea, right?
Yeah, and like there's like playing with a stick versus playing like basketball is with your hands, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your feet, like it was soccer. Like there's just nothing transferable with hockey to another sport other than field
both-
hockey
Yeah.
Yeah.
and lacrosse. I guess lacrosse is the only one, but
Lacrosse,
lacrosse is
yeah.
like a weird sport.
Yeah, lacrosse is a
Lacrosse are
weird
hockey
sport.
players who don't
Yeah.
make fucking the NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, if
I feel like
if you gave Saquon a lacrosse stick and you said you could run through everybody and just
Yeah.
as long as you hang on to the ball, you can already score. I think
Let's
he's
see.
pretty fucking good.
Maybe we should post this on TikTok. See if it would get
People
people
agree.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, is lacrosse for hockey
So what is the
players that-
pinnacle of sports? Oh, you're gonna do this? Do it, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, is lacrosse for hockey players that didn't make the NHL?
Yes, I do. I do think that it is, just for the fact that it's like I don't see why you would play unless you can't skate. Like I'm
Yeah,
just saying
yeah.
one of the two. But usually lacrosse players also play hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you play for that much significantly less money unless
Yeah.
maybe you really love it? But
Like
I
if you're
just,
equally good at both sports and you
Yeah.
could, like in a hypothetical world where you could get drafted first in lacrosse and first in hockey, it's a no-brainer you go the hockey route.
Yeah.
They're also just both very Canadian sports, right? So that's also why I'm saying, like lacrosse is for hockey players. That didn't make the show.
Yeah. As long like if you played both sports and you could pick one, like nobody's picking lacrosse over hockey. Like if you could play professionally.
It just wouldn't make sense.
Kyler Murray, he got drafted first overall in the NFL, like the first pick, and he got drafted like 4th overall in MLB. And he picked football because you get more guaranteed money up front. Maybe he liked it more too, but guaranteed money up front.
Yeah. So guaranteed money up front, like, do you really? Because baseball's got a lot of money.
Nah, not like guaranteed. Not right away. Not right away.
I guess.
But didn't football change that? Because it was never like that way back.
Yeah, now everybody takes like they'll take less money because football used to be like, oh, you're good, so we give you this contract, but you can get cut and get like a fraction of it. Yeah. Now the players got smart and they're like, oh, we should just take less money but guaranteed, so like you can suck.
Yeah, like what's Mahomes guaranteed?
250
50 million, right? Yeah.
Something like that.
Just
I think it's actually more. I think it's like 300 million.
We gotta wrap this up.
No problem.
Yeah, pretty long here.
Go ahead. Anyways, that was a good discussion.
That was a good discussion.
Probably end it there.
I like our Olympic sport talk. But yeah, honestly, if there was an Olympic, if baseball was in the Olympics, is it in the Olympics?
Oh, no. I'm going to a Blue Jay game.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pitch?
Throw out the first pitch, right?
No, I'm going.
Are you gonna pitch for us?
Section 123.
Yes.
Row 33, I'm going to be there, right? So I'm really close.
Okay.
Walk into the dugout with our business cards.
Yes.
I'm going to fucking make this happen.
Yes. And if you catch a ball, like, you know when they hit like a ball?
I'm going to throw it back at them.
You throw it back, but they're going to be so impressed. They're going to be like, did that kid just swing
You need to throw it back with
I'm going to catch it and fucking in one swill motion, throw a fastball down center plate. 33 rows.
So
from home plate, I'm not sure. I just heard about this today. My dad got tickets.
You show that you have a hose from the outfield to home plate.
That's what I'm saying.
You could gun people out from the outfield.
Yeah, if you can do that, do it.
No, not if. Do that because you can do that.
Do that because you can
Toronto
do that.
Blue Jays, we love you and we would love to be a part of the team.
3 lively arms.
3 live arms.
Lively.
We're lively personalities, but we have live arms. And we would just absolutely love to tear it up in the bullpen with the fellas and just tear it up on the pitch.
You know, maybe do a couple of those pranks. I saw guys lighting people's shoes on fire.
Big pranks.
I'm a huge prankster.
So, Toronto Blue Jays, we're good for team morale and we're good for team success. Let us help you, help us, help them.
Thanks, Blue Jays.
Thanks, Toronto Blue Jays.
Wrap it up.
We will see you later.